What we're about to show you next is one of the great watchmakers of all time. And you've got it in clearance. Anybody who knows watches will know of Rolex and Breitling and Patrick Posar. You'll know of them. You'll know of not only the Acuris, the Omegas, the Cartiers. This is in a world of the very highest echelons of watchmaking. So let me explain. Thomas Earnshaw was born in 1740, 1752 actually to be exact. And by the time of the 1800s, his ability to make perpetual time and motion, as he became known as the godfather of the chronometer. The chronometer he designed was used by the British naval frigates who were circumnavigating the world. And because they had to do longitude and latitude, Greenwich Mean Time was set at 0. So, with that knowledge, they could decipher the longitude and the latitude with the mathematics of the position they were in. And it was in this cradle, this chronomatic cradle, that was the inspiration of perpetual time. Why? Because in here was a balanced mainspring that every time the boat moved, the pivot or the rotor of the balance would wind the motion of the cog and the wheel and the spur. It was extraordinary. And Earnshaw, and 10 generations on, the first chronometer of 1805 was registered. Today, at the Royal Observatory, you can see an Earnshaw chronometer. From Manchester to Armagh to the Science Museums of London and Bradford. Earnshaw had a dexterity of not only hand and eye coordination. He was a young man who was able to get not only the reawakening of time in a precision piece. They were all hand done. Its heritage, its folklore, its legend is second to none. Today, an Earnshaw original and a pocket watch sold in 2009 for many, many thousands and thousands of pounds. The watch we've got before you is spectacular. It is not only bejeweled, it is not only of a very high calibration. It's not only of a power reserve that tells you how long the watch has got when you're not wearing it for that motion of time and sweeping second hand, the time before the motion of the cog and the pivot will cease if it's not on your wrist. It is not only Earnshaw, a reawakening, a history, a heritage, a pedigree, a golden age of watchmaking, a master watchmaker, part of a generation that included John Arnold, developed chronometers, timekeepers, not only from the English Navy, not only from the great researchers of the world, not only of pioneers, not only of references of movement. The forerunners of Rolex, of Wilsdorf, of Rotary, of Beaumont, of Arnold, they are the spiritual home of time. They are from sea or land, from Greenwich Mean Time. They are simply perfection of motion, of a heritage, an investigator, a clause, something with toughened sapphire glass, with beauty, of reverence, of style. A collection piece that really is the very best. Shall I bob down for this? The very best of time. It is extraordinary, this piece. There's only 52 of them. Not only of leathers, bejeweled. Kenneth is already in. Get ready. We're going to do a warehouse clearance buy. A warehouse clearance buy. It is already a terrific deal. We have sold this watch at 120, 130. That for an now, get on the phones now. It's an original. It's an Earnshaw original. The godfather of the chronometer. It's exquisite in style, automatic, bejeweled. We've sold it for 129. This is a warehouse clearance, price to clear. Get ready if you this will go. This will go. An original Earnshaw. Just buy it, it'll have gone. It'll have gone. You'll pay more for a leather strap for an Earnshaw. Automatic, precision engineering for $69.99. 48 remaining. Once you've dialed the number, push number 1. Don't miss it. You are not going to get Earnshaws at $69.99. There are 8 of you of the it's first to push 1. Get yourself something that really is the forerunner of Rolex and Breitling's. It is the biggest of design of brands. It's a quality of time, precision. There's only 43 remaining. That's all we have. You have got a clearance buy of one of the watches of generations. Not only in its nature, not only of its heritage, not only of its quality, not only because these are hand-assembled, and today remain one of the great names of horology. Their precision, their sweeping second hand that really is magnificent. There's only 39 remaining. There are now 11 of you on the phone lines. There is only 35 chances. An original, a chronometer, of legend, of accuracy. Not only because it was used by some of the most famous men in the world, not only because it inspires, not only because it's a creation of time and accurately depicts what watchmaking is all about. It's swift and smooth second hand. It's like skaters on ice. It's automatic and 21 jeweled. It is a stunning design. There is only 29 remaining. There are 7 of you on the phone lines. Raymond, new buyers, and Ian. Victor, well done. 28 of you. Good luck if you get it. 27 of you. At this point, can we stop the music? Thank you, Chalky. At this point, I've got to tell you, if you are lucky enough to get an original, an Earnshaw at $69.99, you have done remarkably, remarkably well. We have sold this watch for well over £100. It is going to go, and I've got to set the clock running. It is a clearance buy. Remember, this is a clearance buy on original Thomas Earnshaw. This is a watch not for today or tomorrow, for another generation. This is heritage, prestige, awakening, a legend of not only individual watches of desire. We are going to give you 2 minutes to buy. We've only got 120 seconds. Your time will begin shortly. You're dialing 0904 251 2000. Your time begins now. 19. An Earnshaw, a legend of history, the mastery of art, of watchkeeping, of time, of perpetual motion, of calibration, of jewel, of leathers, of steel. 0904 251 2000. We've only got 18. John, well done in Chichester. Gary in Nantwich. Richard. Room for 12 of you. Room for 12, and that is it. 15. Room for 10 of you. Tony, well done. Kevin, well done. Room for 9 of you. Room for 7. There are clearance all the way through till 1:30. These are clearance buys. Room for 5 of you. Maureen in Liverpool, a very good evening to you. New buyers and Tony. Room for 3 of you. Just push number 1. You have just got yourself a stunning Thomas Earnshaw. There is room for 2 of you. On the phones. New buyer, Jeffrey. We have got some remarkable things yet to show you, so stay where you are. Just stay where you are. We've got room for 1. William in Doncaster, Brian in Kendal. Beautiful Kendal. William. This is how good it is tonight. Coming up next is Carol. It is one of the oldest perfume houses still in existence today. It's 100 ml, it's a montage, it is one of the most remarkable fragrances